angry, Ozzy. 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 Angry, Ozzy. 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 Angry.
Oh, wow, Safa, on my case, because I was a couple of minutes late. Fair. That's absolutely fair. And hello, Justin, as well. Yeah, just with some last minute things. I was actually, you know what? I was being a good good householder, and I was doing. Oh, wait a sec, that light's on. There we go. Oh, that's much better lighting. Yeah, I was doing the dishwasher basically, clearing, putting stuff away, and putting another load on. I do that sometimes. End up doing a bunch of last minute things. Poor time management, I guess. Sorry, I'm just checking something. What was this? Okay, I'm going to workshop a cocktail tonight, actually. Hey, Charlie. I didn't need a nap. I was sober when I went to bed. Slept. Well, I was in bed for about 8 hours. Like, it was only 12:30 when I went to bed, and I didn't get out of bed till like 8:30. So yeah. Oh, Charlie, what was your good movie day? Love to hear it. I did get to our movie of the week, which was. I'm glad I did it. And also, on your recommendation, I did watch Path of Glory as well, which was really good. F1 sprint race is on. You're doing it tomorrow morning. Okay. That's the thing. But yeah, Path of Glory was so different to The Killing. And well, they were only a year or two apart, weren't they? So you got Lemonade. Well, I'm gonna, like I said, workshop a cocktail. Parallax View, I've heard of. An African kung fu movie. Oh God, Cruising! I kind of been meaning to watch Cruising. That's the Al Pacino going undercover in gay bars. Yeah, never seen it. All right, Parallax View. I'll give it a go. I'm always up for recommendations. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. Rays, hey man, how's it going? If Labour wins in Victoria, free adult dental health. Hoorah! Long waiting list, I would assume. I mean, my checkups are covered by my health insurance, and I have health insurance because I'm paranoid about my long family history of cancer. I do not want to wait around if I have things to check out. And in fact, in the last few years, I've had 4 different things checked out. That all 4 of them could have been really bad. And all 4 of them turned out to be benign. The first one was the government's bowel screening thing returned a false positive, and that's when I had the spit roast, the endoscope and colonoscopy, and that turned out to be a false positive. And yeah, there were several other things that I went to the GP for, and he goes, "Oh, that could be this. Let's do some tests." And the tests always return something much more benign. Who knew, Charlie? African Kung Fu Nazis was not a great movie. Did I say Hello, Madam Butterfly? Hello, Madam Butterfly. And yes, alcohol is absolutely increases the risk of cancer. No two ways about it. I'm not one of those people who pretends alcohol isn't a health risk. It's a fucking poison. It's a mild poison if you take it in mild amounts. You watched a new cut of Dirty Work, the dirtier version. I don't know that one. There's no sign at my end the connection crapped out, but like I said, every time something goes bodgy for you, there's like 100 things it could be. And only some of them are at my end. But we never knew. Oh, Norm MacDonald. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to make the two variations of the potential Clisby recipe. What's that, Justin, you put on the thing? Japan could be experiencing the dark side. Money laundering with Pokemon cards. Look, anything that is of any value can be exploited by criminals and frauds and whatnot. Raise ladies first. What's ladies first? I'm not familiar with that. It was the last Chris Farley movie. Okay. So there's a new cut of Dirty Work. There you go. I'm absolutely unfamiliar with that. Madam Butterfly, you got a family history of heart problems. I'm going to test them before your birthday. Yeah. I'm always on the lookout things. Again, the idea of regulating Pokemon cards is hilarious. Yes, because governments have always stopped criminals with their regulations. They've never actually driven stuff underground and actually made more money for criminals. That doesn't happen. Oh, it's a Sacha Baron Cohen film. Okay. Okay. I mean, he can be funny. All right, but worky, shoppy, cocky tail time. Actually, I'm going to ask you, Charlie, just before I make it. You seem to really like the idea of a chocolate liqueur in the Clisby. Is that fair to say? Wait, where's my... Okay, I just got suckered into a stupid clickbait. Oh, no, they are saying Fury Road. Okay, yeah. Fury Road's one of the best film of the 21st century. Sorry, it's like Shallow Hell, but it's gender. Okay. Oh, sounds like fun. All right. I'm going to do two, and they're reasonably wow, I seem to have a lot of tabs open. Why the fuck is that? Slows it down. I don't want that. Just want Difford's Guide. Whatever. What do I want? I want Merry Widow. Let's have a look. This is the one that I realized is my original idea was only slightly different to you. I intended to put more absinthe in it. So this is going to be gin, a mix of vermouths, Benedictine, absinthe, and Peychaud's bitters. Okay. I'm going to do these quickly. That's the other thing I was going to do. Make a liqueur. I might still do that. All right. Let's get 2 little glasses. Not making a video. I was all busy with a script tonight. I was going to shoot a video But last minute, I decided workshop the cocktail first. Maybe I might make the video tomorrow. We'll see. Okay. So, dry gin. Let's go boom dry. I'll do my 2 drinks for the night. Gin. We have 15 mils of each of these vermouths. And this one. That one. And just a little bit of Benedictine. Na 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 na. So, you know what? I'm going to do this. Fuck, you know what? I actually need more light to see the markings on the jiggers. My old eyes. That was way too much. Still too much. That. Where's my absinthe? Makes the heart grow fonder. Absinthe. I'll actually put that back because I'm not going to use it in the next one. Okay. Oh god, I always forget something. That's okay. Peychaud's bitters. Peychaud's bitters. 2 dashes. Okay. And we add ice. And we stir. Okay. Straighten that out. Nice and red, which is what we wanted. Okay. So take 2, put you back. I was going to go green chartreuse. And was it chocolate liqueur, didn't we? Okay. Chocolate liqueur. These are going to be quite different, which is fun. Okay. This time we go gin. And maybe I'll put the lid on that now. And we go sweet vermouth. Classic vermouth. Green chartreuse. And a little bit of the chalky liqueur. Maybe I should do white creme de cacao so it doesn't change the color of the drink. Last minute idea. White creme de cacao. And 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters. Put a bit more ice in. Give this a little stir, stir, stir. Man, okay. Tell you what, suck it on my cocktail finger. That tastes pretty good. Okay, let's go. Clisby number 1 and Clisby number 2. Which will be my favorite and will be the Clisby that I make. Okay, turn that light off now. Okay, it's Clisby 1 and Clisby 2. Okay. What are we talking about? MCG Sports. Okay. Clisby number 1. Just what I was expecting. Yummy. Rinse my palate. Clisby number 2. That's the one. Hot damn. They're both good, but I got a bit iffy about this because it's almost the same as an existing cocktail. Not as much fun as making something totally new. Clisby number 2. The chocolate element is really good. I could experiment with the chocolate, actually. I've got that whiskey chocolate liqueur in there. So that, Abigail, last Thursday spilled thick smoothie on your keyboard. Today you've been meticulously cleaning it. Oh, damn. That does sound messy. You like the color, Charlie? Like, it's fairly dim in here. Look, I'll shine a light through it. You can see with a brighter light, it is pretty red. So, okay, I'll make the video. Oh, what are we doing? I'll make the video tomorrow, maybe. Celtic, all my shirts are sexy. All right, you know what I forgot? I forgot my bloody orange peel liqueur, which I just like. And also, it's a little treat for Mrs. Angry, so I'm going to go get it. All right, here we go. I've got my orange peel that I was saving. It's a boozy Barocca. Thanks, Celtic. I appreciate you, man. All right. Put my orange peel in my glass. Oh, actually, I can do this one. just because nobody can stop me. And of course, I'm going to have a cherry. I'll drink the runner-up first. Okay. Madam Butterfly getting struck by lightning for embellishing the truth. Oh, there we go. 2 cherries. 2 cherries. All righty. Now, see, the color looks even better. It looks so good with the clear ice. So you're like, do I want to serve this up in like the Nick and Nora glass? No, I want to serve it on sexy clear ice. That looks so good. All right. It's always nice for you to drop in before you have to go sleepy bobos for your early starts, Celtic. But you definitely need to do it, man. You got to start early. You got to get some sleep. That's a fine drink. This is a slight variation. I didn't even realize how slight a variation it is from the Merry Widow, which is like in my top 10 from last year, which I've made a video of recently. It's only like I came up with the idea of, it'll be this. And it's a bit different to another of my favorites, the La Louisiane. And but I went into different. You can just search and go, show me cocktails that have gin and Benedictine. And I looked, and the only significant difference between what I'd come up with for a Clisby and the Merry Widow was Merry Widow is dry gin. And I've gone with a split of, it is dry vermouth. And I've gone with a split of sweet and semi-sweet vermouth, which is a noticeably different flavor. But I thought, that's not a big enough difference. I didn't realize how close my idea was to an existing recipe. So I wanted to play around a bit. And I looked at, what else is typically in Norland's drinks, and green chartreuse as opposed to absinthe. And it was Charlie's suggestion to try chocolate liqueur. Works a friggin' treat, man. It's pretty fucking good though. Just that the second one is more original. I think it does taste better. It's also more original. Ray's knows how to wind me up. More vodka for flavor. Oh my God. But people who unironically want to argue the merits of vodka, they're very weird because they get super worked up about it. Madam Butterfly, the taste of chocolate. So yeah, it's a hell of a thing. I think one I want to do to pick a fight, because one of the guys I know who also does cocktails wound up a bunch of dickheads, because there's this whole sort of it's on TikTok mainly, people complaining about, ice in cocktails is a ripoff. When you take the ice out, that's all that's in your glass. And it's like, hey, fuckwit. You're not, when you're getting cocktails or even just spirits, you're not being charged for how full your glass is. You're being judged by how expensive the alcohol is that's in it. And the ice it's a presentation thing. It's to keep your drink cold. fuckwits who go to my glass isn't full. Fill it up. And they seriously expect they seriously expect a bar to put like 6 shots of alcohol in the cocktail because they want their glass full. And they think they're so smart when they say it. It's going, no, you're a fucking moron. Yes, Safa, that's a good call. No ice in beer. Charlie, I'm assuming that's a joke from Safa. But like if I get a cider, if I get a cider in summer, I'm going to get ice. I don't fucking care that means I got less cider in my glass. Because they will do that with cider. If they've got cider on tap and you ask, for cider, no ice, they'll do that 9 times out of 10 anyway. But in summer, I'll get ice in my cider. I hardly ever order it, but I do sometimes. So it is what it is, as they say in the funny papers. So I don't think I should have that pointing at me. I'm going to adjust the angle of this. So it's backlighting rather than just pointing straight at me. Yeah, that's better. Sorry, I'm going to open this up. I just like how it looks with the Cupboard of Wonders open. It's no longer the Forbidden Cupboard of Mystery. It's the on-show Cupboard of Wonders. Oh, actually, I don't mind Canadian Club and dry. I'd also probably get it with ice, honestly. Oh, I changed the light. Sometimes I do it accidentally. But look, that one's green now. It's been red lately. I just change the lights sometimes. So yeah, it's blue over here now. The app for these lights is really fiddly. To actually get the two to be different, I have to unplug one of them. And even that doesn't always work. And sometimes it's just because I know I nudge the wrong part of the screen on the app and it makes them the same. And it's like, no, I don't want them the same. Ray's going for a better job. So you should. You work hard. It is actually. I mean, I can dim them. What's it on? Watch me fuck up the lights. Let's see if I can do this. It's like, oh, that made it go off. See, or full strength. For some reason, the blue one wasn't doing it. I think it is now. Oh yeah, no, I got close enough to it. I'll just do a full strength. They can also do flashy things, which I don't like as it's distracting. They can react to sound. Oh yeah, I haven't got the kaleidoscope light on. Put that on too. Abigail, hardware manufacturers design their products with screws and fasteners hidden under stickers and rubber. Oh, because you're trying to pull things apart. Damn. I like that you censored dick and not fucking. Yeah, I got. I think Stuart Fails to Save the Universe is probably funnier than Big Bang Theory. The acting's kind of shit. It's a fun concept. I might watch a bit more of it. Because even just that, I have to admit, I love the name of the series. Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. YouTube censored dick, but not fucking. That is so fucking funny. I mean, that's straight up hilarious. That's so weird. So I think Big Bang gets a bad rap because last 3 seasons sucked dick. I give it a bad rap because, well, the amount of the jokes that were required, the amount of jokes that relied on sexual assault, basically. And maybe it's just because I am a nerd. It's like they were doing nerd face. It's like the only real nerd in the cast was Penny, the one who played a non-nerd. She's a genuine nerd. But anyway, we all have our own taste, and I don't mind when other people's taste differs from mine. All right, what do we got that's not alcoholic? Ooh, God. I just realized today how much more of these Mandalorian drinks I have. The answer is a lot. I have a lot more Mandalorian drinks. I think I've got at least 3 more 4-packs of these little bottles. And I've got 1 big bottle, 1.25 litre. No, Charlie, I mean, none of the male cast of Big Bang Theory are actually nerds. Whereas the actress who plays Penny was a nerd in real life before the show. Or so I read. Anyway, I don't fucking know. Maybe that's bullshit they make up for PR. And I got sucked into it. Who knows? Not something I'm going to lie awake about. Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, okay, but Amy was a later character as well. She wasn't in it from the start, was she? Oh. Mr. Pooh's prolapse is getting stuck. Because I fidget with him too much. It's going back in now if I do it. Oh, you wacky Japanese. What will you do next? Made about Buffalo York Penny on Big Bang because she had the alcohol. Yes, I'm talking about Penny, the blonde neighbor in real life was way nerdier than any of the male cast. So, but anyway, it's just not my cup of tea. That's all, really. Amy's a neuroscientist played by actual neuroscientists. There you go. My big point is none of the guys are actually nerds. So, yeah. Yeah, so I may or may not watch more Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. I stopped halfway through an episode, not because I didn't like it, but because I got distracted and had to go do something, and then I never got back to it. I do like the big guy who talks in almost a monotone. I think he's funny. But yeah, then they introduced the bad guy, who's the guy they didn't like in Big Bang Theory, who has the speech impediment where he says R's as W's, and Jesus, fuck, they did some lame jokes. There were some fucking Benny Hill level jokes about his speech impediment. And it's like, oh my God. Okay, so Miam Blalik, who played Amy, has a neuroscience PhD. Good for her. Jim Parsons is a good actor. Look, Jim Parsons is maybe a musical theatre nerd. And has, like, yeah, Michael and Boys in the Band, Jim Parsons has done some genuinely good and diverse roles since Big Bang Theory. Really think he's the only member of the cast who has. Because I think I could be wrong, but I think he's theatre and maybe musical theatre trained. Proper nerd actor Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is fucking hilarious. I just love him. He is. I haven't heard any truly horrible stories about him. I think he's just the right sort of eccentric. And the fact that he played that fictionalized version of himself in the movie, what's called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, that to be able to make fun of yourself like that was fucking hilarious. So Charlie, Kenneth Nelson did the original Michael in the 70s, Boys in the Band. And Parsons was better. Yeah, I mean, he's a good actor. I've seen him in a few things. He was in Babylon, wasn't he? That Hollywood movie. But he's done a few things and has been playing diverse characters. You know, definitely not the same character as Big Bang Theory. So, yeah. God, I should watch more Nicolas Cage. I think that funny thing is because he's a shopaholic and he just blows all his money. And it's why he does so many movies, because he just says yes to everything. And so, like, if 75% of his movies are shit because he says yes to everything, that still means every couple of years he does a really good movie. And he does. Abigail, sounds like you're looking it up. Katie Coco pays Penny very little nerd credit that you can find. Okay. And again, I did asterisk, this is what I read somewhere, and it may have simply been hype to have something to talk about in interviews, because I'm going to share a shocking fact with you. Brace yourself. You might not be ready for it. It's pretty earth-shattering. Hollywood types lie. They will say things in interviews, and their PR will say things that is not true. And it is very difficult for us on the outside to know. So, Charlie, you don't remember him in Babylon? In Hidden Figures, he was a racist scientist. Yeah, look it up. And Hidden Figures was a great film, throwing light on a true thing. Are the Cage Ghost Rider movies any good? No. They're fun to watch. I know, did I scare you, Rays, when I said Hollywood people lie? The first Ghost Rider, I just like seeing Melbourne sites and Australian actors in it. Okay, I'm just going to... Okay, let's just look up Jim Parsons' IMDb. Why the fuck did that autocomplete to Jim Salim? Racist Australian political figure. Where's his IMDb? Just want to look at what he's actually been in. in recent years. Okay, something called The Leader that I haven't watched. He's a voice in an Animal Farm movie that no one liked. He's done a bunch of stuff that no one watched. Okay, Boys in the Band 2020. That's like the last big thing. Okay, he wasn't in Babylon. Why did I think he was in Babylon? Oh, he was in a TV miniseries called Hollywood, which was really good and I quite liked. That it was in a Hollywood thing. Okay, side note, bloody Hollywood people overestimate the degree to which we want to see shows about Hollywood. Well, this is a fun sounding. It's a movie, apparently. Extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile. 2019. That is an awesome name for a movie. 2019, so that came out just after Big Bang Theory finished. Is in Hidden Figures in 2016. Okay. Oh God, he did a voice in the Annoying Orange TV series. Old school YouTube. Does anyone remember the Annoying Orange? That was a thing for a while. Mein Gott. No, I don't think Ghost Rider 2 is in Melbourne, just the first one. Our dollar was shit and it was really cheap for them. Yeah. I have mentioned this before, but one big surprise I got, the streaming series Preacher, the last season was filmed in Australia, mostly in Melbourne. And I had no idea. And I was looking at the year it was made. They were doing car races. So they would have shut down whole sections of Melbourne. And I don't remember whole sections of Melbourne being shut down for filming. It was really weird. Gave you memories of the Annoying Orange stuff. Yeah, like that's very early YouTube, more than 15 years ago, I think. Damn. So, yes, every now and then you get a surprise of something being shot locally. But, there you go. Didn't know we were I never know what conversation we're going to have on the stream, but yeah. That's right. Docklands built the big soundstage. Yes. Yeah, there's probably still stuff being made. Yeah, every now and then it's a bit surprising when something gets shot in Australia, like that Ryan Gosling movie, Fall Guy, shot in Australia. Sydney, mostly, I think. But yeah, a bit of fun. Justin, it depends what you mean by Docklands. It's always been there. It was docks for shipping. But I think they started putting apartment buildings there 20 years ago. So yeah, when you say when was Docklands built, it depends what you're referring to. Oh yeah, if you're somewhere like Australia saying, hey, we've got cheap facilities to make movies, you're going to get shit movies made there. Right, you're going to bring yourself together after being devastated by Hollywood people lie. Haven't been this damaged since the breathalyzer was attacked out of spite and stomped on. Speaking of which, how drunk did that one cocktail get me? See if I can breathe properly. I only get the breathing right half the time. That's true. I think it was the first Costco in Australia was at Docklands. I had a membership card for it. Let it lapse during COVID. I did it right that time. Hooray for me. Predestination's great movie, yes. 0.01. So I'm not very drunk. I don't feel very drunk. Yes, that Costco's gone now. It's weird. First Costco in Australia, and it's not there anymore. Oh, Upgrade was made in Docklands. Neat. Okay. Hollywood people lie. It is true. Also, possibly could be true. Oh yeah. It's no. It was definitely Katie Coco. It was a whole thing. It was an interview with her where it's just like, yeah, I'm the one who's actually they were saying it's ironic. I'm the one who's actually a nerd, and not like scientist smart nerd. I mean, pop culture nerd, sci-fi nerd. That was the whole angle of this interview. And it was definitely Katie Coco, however you pronounce her name. Is there a Hoyts in Dockland now? I haven't been to Dockland forever. Oh God, the Melbourne Eye. Jesus fucking Christ. Stupidest fucking thing in history. Justin, yeah, Costco generally is successful. There are several Costcos in Melbourne. I don't know why that particular one shut down, but it did. Ah, The Dry too. Yeah, actually, that probably is worth watching. Oh, we're going to argue the definition of nerd versus geek. Whatever is what I say. No, Safa, I have never bothered to take a ride on the Melbourne Eye. I've been in the general vicinity of it many times, but I've never gone, I want to be stuck on that thing and look at light industrial wasteland for an hour. And Costco is one of the few good American catches. Actually, yes, from what I've read, Costco. Wait, no, which one is run by the evil company? No, it's not. That's not Costco. That's the other one, the evil family. And there's another one in the US called Sam's Club, I've heard of, that seems to be good. Oh, yeah, no, but definitely look at movies made at Docklands. Yes, no, argue with Hollywood, Abigail, definitely. Is it really only 15 minutes to do a loop of the eye? Yeah, Walmart. See, Justin, Abigail, you got it at the same time. That's the one I was thinking of. Is that true, Safa? Aldi owns Sam's Club? They didn't originally, but of course, mergers fucking happen all the time. Buyouts and all that shiz. So maybe they do. I don't know. Sam, literally, it was a guy called Sam owned Sam's Club. Right, you're saying nerd is a derogatory term until recently. We worry a child's eaten by a crocodile. Thank you, Bob Carter. Oh my God. Yeah, but I just remember reading something about like the CEO of Sam's Club saying like, "Oh God, I have these." Now it's a no Sam's Club. They only let one Sam in there. Yeah, saying basically, "Oh God, these investment bankers try to get me to do this, that, pay my staff less, fuck over my suppliers, and all this sort of." And they say my profit would be so much, and you go, and yeah, and then I'd like destroy my market, and yeah, for a few years, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, I'd make money, but then it'd die. This company is profitable, which means it can keep going. I want this company to be around in 100 years. I do have Jim on my shirt. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes, you're getting a little obscure there, Rays. I don't even know how many people remember that uniquely Australian racist term. What's it? Pagewood, Charlie? Oh, the Sydney studio is called Pagewood. Okay. No, not Pagewood. I don't know. It's your story. We start with the business news. GameStop wanted to buy eBay. That was random. Not even sure. I remember, GameStop got notorious for that shares shenanigans during COVID. Never really knew what the ultimate result of that was. If GameStop ceased to exist or kept going. I did the movie they made of that. I think it was just called Dumb Money. That was not bad. Oh, the studios, the Disney studios in Sydney now. Fox, wasn't Fox in Melbourne? I can't even remember. Or was that on the Gold Coast? Doing Google search for gin. I do think there'd be about 1 million hits for the alcohol before we hit on the Australian racist term. I don't think GameStop shares are still high, although, as Abigail says, it's still. Let's look. Let's just look. Yes, okay. GameStop auto completes to share price 18 US to 1821. 5 years. So when the crazy stuff was happening, it got up to almost $60. And now it's $18, which is not that bad, actually. Where was the max? Oh, no, it actually hit 81 January 2021. So, okay. So prior to when the nerds wanted to stop the hedge funds from destroying it, it was only trading at about $1 a share. So $18 is just worlds ahead of where it was trading. So it's still quite healthy. There you go. Nice, Justin. Guzman and Gomez shares back in the black. Ooh, geez, Dark City. We're throwing back there. That's right back in the 90s. I like that movie too. Okay, so Murdoch had a 99-year lease of the land of Fox Studios from the New South Wales government. Okay. And Disney bought Fox. They got Fox Studios. And there you go. Hey, Heine, how you doing? So, yeah, okay. All the various... speaking of prices, the exchange rate, our exchange rate's probably still shit with the US dollar, isn't it? Let's go US. No. US to Australian dollar. Yeah. $1 is $1.40 Australian dollars. Yeah. Not great if you're buying anything from the US or going to the US. So these are, oh God, Charlie, are these things that got made in the Fox studios? Are they? Let me have a look. What's this doing to me? Oh God, I know. I just realized why you said it's painful. Raise the US dollar thing. So Fox did Dark City, Matrix, Mission Impossible 2, Moulin Rouge, Star Wars Episode 2, Matrix 2, Kangaroo Jack, nice. Star Wars 3, Son of the Mask, Superman Returns, Happy Feet, X-Men Origins Wolverine. That's an interesting one. So yeah, Fox Studio had a better run than Melbourne Docklands. But still, it's kind of interesting. And it's nice that people get technical skills. And of course, lots of post-production gets done in Australia. It's surprising to me how often when you see sort of big budget effects films, there's things about Screen Australia and the various state governments doing tax subsidies for it is because it's employing people in Australia to do post-production. Tropical. See, you'll never deep clean a keyboard again. I just never do it. Like I throw out a keyboard if it gets that bad. Oh, raise, yes. No, it's not trillions in debt, high value dollar, because economics is bullshit. It's just friggin' lies. It's all fucking imaginary, and yet they manage to control real people's real lives with their imaginary bullshit. So Charlie, Fox spent 29 million in 1999 on the Fox theme park connected to Sega World. Okay. And the whole lot closed down in 2001. After 9, okay, that's weird. What? Okay. That seems like somewhat of a failure. I don't want to be too judgmental, but spending all that money and closing down in less than 2 years? Yes, well, Rays, that's also he's saying like if you've got $1 debt to the government, they'll come after you. Not 29 mil, 291 million. And it died in 2 years. Man, that sounds like bad judgment, doesn't it? But you're saying a thing about the money. It also reminds me of, kill one person, you're a murderer. Kill 1,000 people, you're an emperor. Kill everyone, you're a god. So you just got to go bigger. There was a movie, no, I forget what it was, but there's this, like housewife who just kept running up bills, and the tagline for the movie is like, if you're $2,000 in debt, it's your problem. If you're $20 million in debt, it's the bank's problem. Are you looking up the theme park? Charlie is very pretty. Just failed. Oh, Justin, you're a billionaire getting $3.65 in dividends. That's about what I get from my shareholdings too. I'm just in some managed funds through the bank. It's not strictly true. I think I got more than $100 in dividends. Like, woo, rolling in cash. Oh, incidentally, I decided to do my tax return through the ATOs, do it on because my tax return is really simple. Because I've just got, a wage and they know all my subsidiary things, and I've got no tricky deductions or anything. And it took once I was set up, it took about 5 minutes to do. And it's like, oh, that's my tax return done. And yes, I don't know. If I went to a tax agent, maybe they would have wangled some stuff and got me a couple $100 tax return. But then I would have also had to pay them a couple $100 to do that. This is way less stress. Raise have got to a place where the poor don't aim to be rich, aim to survive. Oh yeah, no, it fucking sucks. Revolution is the only answer. No war but class war. So honey, percentage profit, make 5.5% on cash. What fucking cash account are you getting 5.5% on? That's fucking wild. Like, that's really high. If it's money you can access, that's really high. Term deposits, it's not so high. But if that's a transaction account, that's fucking really high. Okay, you only have to pay the accountant once because next year you can claim that as an expense. Yeah, but I appreciated how easy it was doing it through the ATO website. So, Charlie, you get 5.5% on ING. Okay. Man, I need to look into this shit. I mean, I've got some savings things that are on a higher rate than that, but I, you know, there's a penalty if you take money out of it. So it's a Commonwealth Bank account. Only got you if you withdraw, balance goes down at the end of the month, they only give you 0.5%. Okay. And Charlie, you're saying the same thing. You have to jump through hoops. Yeah. And so that's a specialized one. Oh yeah, Justin, I'm paying the government about $30, which is pretty simple. And like everyone loves getting a tax refund, but if you think about it and you've done everything right and got the right deductions and stuff, it's actually in your interest if you owe the government some tax. Because when you think about it, if you get a refund, that means you gave the government too much money and they held on to it for all this time and you didn't have it. And then they finally give it to you and they don't give you any interest. Whereas if you owe them money, that means you held on to that money for a longer time and had the advantage of it and the government didn't. Anyway, is that Charlie Blade got the S&P thing and he's pulling like 16% a year. Yeah, I mean, if you're able to put money in particular investment things, they can really significantly go off. Raise, invest in cigarette brands, pulling cuts 80% and be rolling in cash. Yeah. Oh, she really wants the Bogan vote, doesn't she? All right. I'm going to have the second cocktail now. Being a little cheeky, I said I'd only have a cocktail for a video, but I had to workshop this. I had to decide what was the right recipe. Just Macquarie is a savings account, pays 5%. You can access it without penalty. I'm sure there's rules around your balance, etc., etc., etc. Oh, that's really nice. Hooray for the Clisby, I say. It's like separate money, leftover cash, get in the shop. Yeah. Yeah, if I got a bit more organized, I could set up an account like that, I guess. But yes, I have, I'm not rolling in it, but I have a few savings things and some managed funds and that sort of thing. It's never going to be a lot of money because I'm not super rich. Safa, you're an animal eating condensed milk. I mean, I'm kind of jealous because I do like condensed milk, but you know, diabetes. I should talk. I've been making clarified cocktails with evaporated milk. which is very sweet. Not as sweet as condensed milk, but Charlie, that's the thing. He wasn't going to do it. Sophie's mum made you do it. Gave you $500 for opening an account. Nice. Actually, here's my hot tip. If you want a really good coconut rum liqueur that's way fucking better than Malibu, get sweetened condensed coconut milk, which you can get from both Coles and Woolies. I was very surprised when I found out it existed, but it does. It's very easy to get. A tin of that in a jar, just with white rum, and just like shake it up, and leave it for a week or so to infuse, and then filter it out like with a coffee filter, and you get a fucking kick-ass coconut rum liqueur. It's really good. Justin, paid off HEX, but still having HEX deducted and owing tax. Damn. Well, like I said, from when you really think about it, owing the government tax, unless you can't pay it, is better than them owing you. It means you had more control over your money for longer. All right. All right, so maybe making another Clisby cocktail tomorrow. Now, I know what's good. I mean, I could laboriously experiment more and more, but I'm not gonna. It looks good. It tastes good. Ray's used to use coconut milk and coconut oil for everything. Oh, man, cooking in coconut oil? Oh. Which is another way to get coconut flavored spirits, what they call fat washing. Coconut oil, liquefy it because it tends to go solid, and like simmer in a saucepan with whatever booze you want to be coconut flavored, and then let it infuse for put it in the freezer, and the coconut oil will float to the top and solidify, and then you poke a hole in it and drain out the booze, filter it so there's no little bits of the oil in there. That's another way to get coconut flavored spirits, but the sweetened condensed coconut milk I think is easier, and that's to make a liqueur. So if you fat wash with the coconut oil, it doesn't add any sugar and doesn't add that much volume, so it's still a spirit rather than a liqueur. Damn, Ray's scrambled eggs in coconut oil does sound fucking awesome, honestly. So, Justin, you've got all different income sources. Leave HEX on. Sounds like you're a shrewd money man, Justin. You're playing the angles. Good for you. I am a simple man in more ways than one. Fucking yum. Okay, Clisby's also going in the book. That's good enough to be in the book. That's a solid 9. Like, I would very much enjoy making another one. I'm really enjoying how many originals I'm putting in the book, actually. I think I forgot to put a couple in recently. Like I made the video where I said I was putting them in the book. I think I have to add a couple that I forgot to put in. What was the last one I actually put in here? What do we got? Yep, I think I missed a couple. Ply and Pin. Le PB. Papa Legba, an original. Portside Spice. I did do my own recipe for that. Malteser Falcon. It's my attempt to make someone else's. J Ward, another original. Fucking J Ward. I'll make another one of those. Those are good. Second Serve. That's not original. Nuclear Widow was a riff on a well-known one. Old Fashioned Gin Painkiller. That's an original. Improved vermouth cocktail. I'm just how many of these are original. Humo del Hogar. That is an original. Homely Smoke. Oaxacanite. Old Roma. Holy Smoke. Vanilla Cold Brew Old Fashioned. That's an original. Elixir Tropical. Obituario. Old Fashioned. And Snosbury Fizz. Yeah, no, I've actually missed putting a couple in the book. But I'm going to put the Clisby in the book. Yes, Charlie, you get co-credit. I will script that. So, Charlie, is that right? You don't understand investing into things and avoid it. It is high risk. Put money into crap with a return. I mean, that's why managed fund with a bank is reasonably safe. That's what I did. And for a couple of years, it seemed like it was kind of underwater. But now I think it's, I mean, I can look. And I've had it for a while, so this is not an annual return, but unless it's crashed since the last time I looked at it. Oh, shit. Okay, so my share portfolio, which is not huge, it's actually quite small, but it's worth almost 40% more than I paid for it. So that's not bad. I forget how many years I've had it. Wait, will it tell me? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 managed funds. Okay, the high dividend one has only gone up 2%. The NASDAQ one's gone up 67%. The healthcare one's gone up over 20%. Global 100's gone up 87%. Shit, I should have put more money into that. Emerging markets has gone up 30%. Sustainability has gone up 30%. Fuck me, I should have put more money into this Global 100. Gone up 87%. I don't even remember. When did I start it? Does it tell me when I started? It doesn't tell me when I started. Yeah, okay. This is what I remember. The first few years I had these things. So I had them since 2021. And it kind of flatlined until 2023. And that's consistent across them. I remember being really annoyed. I did these managed fund things and they went underwater for a year or two. Yes, exactly, Abigail. Why did I not foresee the future and invest better? I didn't. Heine, it is true. Super funds invest your super in stock markets. Oh, Rays, it depends what you're trying to do. I'm not an investment guy. So, Jesus, don't listen to me. I'm not doing any sort of quick win things. These investments I did were meant to be slow, gradual improvement to help me in retirement, essentially. So yeah, definitely don't ask me for investment advice. I've always things like, if you could tell your younger self something, what do you think? Like, fucking get Bitcoin. Because there was like a 5-year period where the value of Bitcoin was basically zero, and you could accumulate a massive amount that would now be worth millions, if not billions. So that one simple thing, as immoral and in many ways stupid as crypto is, if you knew ahead of time what it was going to do. Oh yes, no, I'm absolute boomer energy with stonks. Jesus, don't fucking listen to me. That's the one thing. Mm. So Justin is boasting about a hot mum and a big super balance. Good for you. Yeah, Ray's never be able to retire. Yes, I don't know how long I will keep working. 10 more years? Who knows? We shall see how much turmoil is in my life, basically. Yes, Safa, definitely take financial advice from me. Yeah, all my financial advice is in retrospect. That's the other thing, like, buy Apple shares at their low point in the 90s, because there was a period in the 90s where we reasonably thought Apple was going to go broke. You spent your money on a fancy vagina. Money well spent, I'm sure, Abigail. Oh, dear. Yeah, retrospect's a wonderful thing. I suppose even, Microsoft shares in the 80s would have been a good investment. But sadly, I'm not an investment guy. Buying property when I first moved to Melbourne would have been a good idea, because no matter where I bought it, it would have been somewhere between doubled and quadrupled in value now. I'm just not a money guy. I'm not an investment guy. But, if you bought Apple shares at their low point in the 90s when everyone thought they were going broke, and now they've just got a ridiculous valuation. They've possibly got more cash on hand than any company in the world. Yes, why didn't I buy IBM in the 50s, Abigail, and then sell it in the 80s before they tanked? Yeah, it's a whole thing with God, all those people who preach sort of, the fast money, day trading, all this sort of shite, with a short-term view. Yeah, maybe 1 in 1,000 people who do that make money. The rest all lose. The average person needs to take a very long view if you want to come out ahead. So, Raise, if your mum didn't sell a Dead's house, be with me. Yeah, my God, just the changes in property values is fucking wild. Like, I remember when they released, just about the time I moved to Melbourne in the late 90s, they released a bunch of land in Williamstown for houses. And I thought at the time, like, wow, that's a little bit pricey. That's gone up in value at least 4 times in the last 20 years. Sorry, Tate Brothers made bank relying on people thinking quick turnover is possible. Oh, yeah, I mean, they're blatant scammers and manipulating fuckwits who are dumb enough to follow them. God, like those guys doing push-ups outside the prison where they are now. Like, oh my guys, just fucking jerk off for them, you gooner weirdos. Raise, was it the rifle range? I don't know. There was a whole tract of land. It was not like right on the bay. It was a little bit back from it. But it was, I think State Rail owned it or something. But it didn't used to be housing. It used to be light industrial or something. And they released all this land. And at the time they released it, I was thinking, well, it's a little bit pricey, but like I said, it's at least quadrupled in the last 4 years. Just 4 years, 20 years. Jesus Christ. My brain is a wandering. Okay, how much did the second Clisby hit me on the breathalyzer. See if I can breathe properly again. Back end of rifle range. Okay, there you go. You used to ride dirt bikes there, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're really familiar with that area, yes. I'm going to breathe. So I was going to say something, but I'm going to breathe first. I did it right again. Fantastic. Safa, good. People have predicted the house price. I don't think anyone rational would have predicted the scale of the increase, but anyone who knows anything would have said property will go up. But the rate it went up, yeah, 0.04, that feels right. The 2 Clisbys in about an hour put me to 0.04. I still wouldn't drive. I can feel that I've had the alcohol. I would not drive. No, Safa, it was gone. I hadn't drunk alcohol for a while, and I rinsed my mouth and everything. I don't know what you mean, Justin. A reverse aging bubble? What do you mean by that? Yeah, Safa, I had been drinking a Mandalorian drink. God damn. Okay. I really like the Clisby, though. The chocolate was an excellent suggestion, Charlie. I know. Oh, God, Abigail, it was so funny when because I thought I had to blow really hard and it wasn't working. And when you said, don't blow really hard, just blow evenly. And I went, sounds crazy, but I'll try it. It's like, that angry Aussie, he's pretty competent in it. Like, I don't know, I can't breathe out properly. That it's breathing out is a challenge. Safi, you will not find any Mandalorian drinks anymore. About a month ago, they cleared them out. They made them really cheap. Like those, I think these 4-packs, which were originally $8, they got down to $2. So I got a bunch of them, but they're all gone now. For a while, they were half price, like they were $4 instead of $8. In the end, they were $2. Because not a successful movie, not a successful. And again, the name was so embarrassing. Galactic Lemonade, Hyperspace Fizz. Oh my God, that's just like 70s Star Wars. So embarrassing. Oh, look, okay, Justin. The reverse aging bubble, I think if people start saying they've got technology to reverse aging, I think they will be lying. I think it won't work. I think it will be a bubble. If that's what you're saying, I agree with you. I think it's a reasonable thing. It will happen. People will say they've got this anti-aging technology, and it will be a lie. Raze, I liked a lot of the Mandalorian streaming. Safa, there is bound to be a bunch of Starfighter merch next year. I might try to come up with a Starfighter cocktail, actually. I didn't cash in on the Baby Yoda movie. Turns out no one would have been interested. Sorry. I've got my thumb in a pile of shit. Yeah, I think because, okay, there will be lots of advertising way in advance of the Starfighter movie. I need to see what the color scheme is for it, and I'll come up with a cocktail, I think. Wait, when's the release date? Raze, I've liked most of the Star Wars series. Andor fucking kicked ass. Rogue One and Andor were like the best. Oh God, Dr. Abigail, you put this into my head. Sad Tate Brothers cocktail. I was thinking, I don't know what it is. It's got to be bitter. A Tate Brothers cocktail has got to be bitter. And then I just thought put drops of something creamy in it, and that's their Gooner followers jizzing. And I was just like, there's something wrong with my brain, honestly. Yes. No, you're on the same wavelength as me. It's got to have cream. Now, I think it's got to be dropped in, so it's the Gooner Tate bros jizzing. Oh my god. Make it pink. Oh god. What? Yeah, no. Okay. What was the color? Okay, I'm gonna go Andrew Tate arrest photo. That ridiculous outfit he was wearing. Images. No, that's not the right photos. It's like there was that picture of him and he was wearing that ridiculous outfit that was just like super femme, with the slip-on shoes and the short pants. It was weird. All right, I can't find it. Oh god, I mean you've done the top row of your keyboard. My god. Madam Butterfly, you want a pink drink? Favorite color? Oh, it's easy to do pink drinks. Justin, you reckon full reverse aging technology is probably years off? The thing is, the reverse aging, look, it's only a fool predicts where science is going to go, or a scammer. There's the distinct possibility we'll never overcome, aging, decrepitude, and death. But who the fuck knows? Humans are incredibly resourceful. Maybe we will. But Ray's, oh yes, yeah. I mean, Andrew Tate, that was a weird grift when he said he was converting to Islam, but he is really a heavy drinker and whatnot. All right, Charlie, you got the pic I wanted in Discord? Yes. Okay. That's the exact one, Charlie. So this, if I'm doing a Tate Brothers cocktail, it has to be the color of that shirt he's wearing. So purple, and I've got stuff that I can make purple. And that's it. Then drops of something creamy. That's their weird Gooner followers jizzing. She's bound to be repressed on YouTube. So was that a phrase? Oh, sorry. Yes, Tate saying he's Muslim and doing the booze. It's like dating a person of age is Catholic. Yeah, no, you're thinking of Catholic priests at that point who are supposedly celibate. They're all sex offenders. Anyway. That's the one weird thing. I don't think there was any priest abuse stories in Dubbo. There's a lot in Sydney. There was a lot in Victoria. I don't really remember anything happening in Dubbo, though. Who knows? Don't keep that close track of things. Let's try 9:30. I don't think I want to drink another whole non-alcoholic beverage because I'll just have to be. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to make kids in Dubbo weren't snitches. I was an altar boy, and I would have fucking snitched if any fucking priest tried to fiddle me. It actually didn't happen though. Okay. Oh shit! I need to get a 250 ml measurer. I'm gonna barrel age a liqueur. I'm gonna make it. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, got a little mini measuring jug and a funnel, which I need. Got to empty one of these barrels. There's wine in it. This will do. This to drain it out. Okay. We'll empty a barrel. Step one, empty a barrel. Okay, I also feel like I need a pee break now. I should have done that when I went out. Okay, let's just empty this one. Let's fucking go. Okay, this is going to make me want to pee more, this peeing noise that this makes. Psychologically, it's just going to make me want to pee. It's going to take a while coming out through this little tap. God damn it, honestly. Okay, that's too slow. Now I've done a bit of the volume. I do it quickly. Do that. You know what, though, that genuinely, even though it's a weird psychological manipulation thing, that genuinely made me want to pee. So I'm going to run out and do that. Oh, that was a fucking relief, honestly. But I swear, the degree of psychology, just hearing a noise that sounds like pee, makes me want to pee. Okay, so now I'm making this liqueur. Clear the fucking decks a little bit. Okay. First up, 250 mils of sugar syrup. We got this bit. We'll just finish this. Thank you. That's about 100. I'm going to clean that bottle tomorrow. We've got the new batch of the sugar syrup. Okay. Top that up to 250 mils. Ooh. God damn that sugar syrup. Okay. Now. Okay. Got to choose the whiskey. Oh, maybe the Upshot that I barrel aged or the Curler. See, this is a difficult choice because I got all these ones on just amazing specials. Which shall it be? Uh, 99 proof. So yeah, now I'm tempted to go back to the Dans to see if they still have more bottles of the ones that were really cheap. But I'm also trying to be good, so maybe not. Wait, is there one here I wanted to finish? Not really. What's this one? I don't want to put Solera in there. Butterbond. What's that one? Blasphemy. No, I don't want to do that. What's this one? The Treatise? Oh, that's Honeycomb. I don't want to do that. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We are going Upshot, I think. Really arbitrarily. Wait, what's that one back there? Oh, that's Tequila. Alright. 250 mils of Upshot. I might fucking finish that off, quite honestly. Anyway, 250 mils of Upshot. Now, this is another one I got for $50. Australian rum. Puma. Normally way more expensive than that. 250 mils. Put that back. What brandies do I have? Oh, damn. Wait, what's that one? Oh, yes, the St. Agnes. St. Agnes. There we go. All right. Put that in. Give it a little stir. What's that taste like? That tastes really fucking good. Damn. Okay. Let's put it in a barrel. Because then it'll taste even better. Got socialism of the heart. You know what? Fuck it. There's just a little bit left in this bottle. Anyway, we're going to use it to rinse out the sugar syrup. I think that'll work. All right. Fucking donezo. Put a bung in the bung hole. We'll come over here and we make a label. I probably won't forget, but I might forget the date, so I'll just put the date on it. Add some up, dog. What's up, dog? So I don't know how long tonight's stream is. Let's just go. This is my default liqueur, and it's going in on August 22. It is the 22nd, isn't it? Yes. Just print a little label so I don't forget. Fuck yeah, I like dim sim Safa. Big ones, little ones, fried ones, steamed ones. Sorry, when did we get Altar Boy come back into the conversation? Heine's remembering. I did actually mention I was an Altar Boy for like 4 years, all through primary, basically. Because there was local parish church was virtually across the road from where I grew up. Church sold the land, I don't know, some while ago. There's apartments on there now. All right. Liqueur. Oof. Might decant that old fashioned at some point too. Been in there 2 weeks. And it tastes fucking awesome. I did taste test it last night. It's fucking awesome. Oh, Dr. Abigail, what does an altar boy do? Okay, in Catholic churches, you follow the priest in, and there's some set things. You ring a bell at certain points in the service. You hold things for the priest, not his dick, although that definitely happened with George Pell, the terrible, disgusting serial offender that he was. Burn in hell, you motherfucker. And yes, the incense, Charlie. You would swing it's called a censer, CENSER, with incense in it. And that's on special religious days. You do that. Yes, there is that one, Dr. Abigail. What does an altar boy do? The priest. Yes. In the various terrible stories we heard. Yes, but I just felt compelled to tell you what an altar boy actually does. Wait, what's that sentence mean, Safa? When did I stop doing? Oh, I thought that said after work. I did it from about year 3 to year 6, like 3rd grade to 6th grade, depending whatever you call it. When I went into high school, I stopped doing it. What does an altar boy do? Change things? I assume that's what we mean by altar in that case. Jesus Christ, I'm amazed YouTube didn't fucking censor that, Charlie. Dearie. Why did I stop doing it? Because I didn't want to do it. I was still a believer, but I didn't want to, like, my local church, the one that's basically across the road, besides the Sunday service and the Saturday vigil service, they did morning services every day. So for years, I was on Friday morning. I think that was like 7 a.m. to front up to the church at 7 a.m. for a service. Man of Buffalo, you wouldn't mind going to Catholic church for a day. But if we go to Baptist church, the Southern Baptist churches, though, with the singing and the spirituals, I would fucking go for a Southern Baptist church, honestly, with a black choir and everyone doing the singing, whatnot. I'd be bang up for that. You know what? I'm going to have another wait a second. What is the time? No, if I have that, I'm just going to have to pee during the night, which is hardly the worst thing in the world, but I think I'll finish at 10. And just let it go, as they say in the funny papers. I'm going to rinse this glass out. Just a little rinse in the glass. Yes, Laserdisc night tomorrow. We will be discussing movie of the week Why Has Body Armor Gone to the East? I think is the name of the movie. I did watch it today. And then Charlie and I will do the 30 laser discs in quickfire fashion. Rachel Cat sleep staring at you. It's terrifying. No, Abigail, no. Southern Baptist churches are not the ones who picket funerals with the God Hate Fact. That is a particular family group. And there's some very interesting theories about why they do that. That you're thinking of the Westboro Baptist Church. They're not even really a church. They're a family and a bunch of scammers. Yes, I know you okay. Yeah, you've watched the movie of the week, Abigail. I watched it today, and I think Charlie's got a recommendation for me to watch tomorrow. Parallax View. Yes, exactly. Raised the Westboro Baptist Church thinks Southern Baptists are fags. They're just awful people. There was people who looked into it thought. Because they were just doing the most offensive things, and they were like picketing dead soldiers' funerals as well. And I saw more than one person posit the theory is they were trying to, get banned by governments, and so then they'd sue them under civil rights or whatever. And they were but anyway, they're pieces of shit. Oh, you only tried watching it. You're going to make another attempt. Okay. I had to take a couple of breaks because it's very dreamlike and I was drifting off. Charlie, can't go wrong with Criterion. I mean, not wanting to spoil it for either of you, but the one thing I will say is that movie, Why Has Body Armor Gone to the East? Exceptionally beautifully shot, like really carefully constructed shots that are very artistic. Oh yes, Matthew McConaughey's Criterion Closet video was hilarious. He just kept taking movies and he was only giving like one sentence reasons for taking, like, oh, that one, I'll take that. He took like a dozen movies, and I think for about 3 of them, he gave a multi-sentence answer. But other ones, he was just going, oh, this one, yeah, I'm taking that. And he just kept. Some people only take like 4 or 5. I think he took a dozen or more. It was fucking wild. Just Dream Lake is one way. I mean, Slow is another one. Yeah. Whereas you remember, I think you're talking about Westboro Baptist. Yeah, they're trying to come in, but they had to cancel because everyone was going to do them at the airport when they landed. And the cop said, no, it's too high risk. You can't come. Yeah, no, McConaughey was great. Honestly, he was just like really chill and just going, you're going to do this. There is something in the PO box, Safa. It's probably just something really generic from one of the religious groups. But I will go get it just so I stop getting the email reminders that there's something in my post office box. XGS Safa, what church was Far Cry 4? That's not even Westboro. They were apocalyptic. They were like Westboro if they were an apocalyptic cult, and Westboro aren't that. Fuck, I enjoyed Far Cry 4, where you got all the rednecks on your side because they were like, fuck these guys who were trying to control our lives. And of course, the rednecks had heaps of weapons. So you just have big shoot 'em ups. So was it based on Jonestown? Little bit. But even more than Jonestown, the cult in Far Cry 4, they were a real apocalypse cult. And that also possibly has the bleakest ending to a computer game I've ever played. So for Pauline Hanson's vote is overwhelmingly redneck. Or the Australian equivalent, Bogans. And it's basically Bogans and opportunists who are talking up Pauline Hanson because she's just a disaster area and a piece of shit and a fucking liar and a grifter. It's just like, god damn. So for rednecks are more dangerous because they have more guns. So as you remember reading, they took a lot of it from Jonestown. Far Cry 6 was about Far Cry 6, that's the one with Giancarlo Esposito as the bad guy, sort of Caribbean dictator. I started that and I never finished it. I really enjoy Far Cry games. But I simply haven't gamed much in the last couple of years. Charlie, if you had to go gay for one person, be Matthew McConaughey. I mean, well, you've heard I've got a list, man. Matthew McConaughey would probably be on it. Oh God, what's his name? I'm blanking. The Kiwi who did Thor Ragnarok. Hell yes, I've got a list. I'd put McConaughey on the list. Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi's probably the front runner. Justin, think about leaving the country. Yeah, I mean, look, whatever. I've never really gone in for I'm leaving the country if X gets elected. It's like if X being elected is so bad, that's when you got to stay and fight. That's my personal take. Oh, okay. Taika Waititi, because of his looks, and he's funny, and he seems like a good cuddler. That picture when he had the two women on the balcony, right? He wouldn't go for gay for anyone, but if Matt LeBlanc forced you, you probably wouldn't. Safa, if Martians came down and formed government, would I leave? One nation are not going to form government. It's a meaningless question because it isn't going to happen. So I could be big and noble and say I do all these things, but realistically, it's never going to happen. So my response is any response to that question is meaningless. At a certain point, I get quite annoyed with hypothetical questions, but yeah. What do you mean Taika Waititi forgot Natalie Portman was in the Star Wars prequels? Was that in an interview? Who was he canoodling with? He was canoodling with two women on a balcony, and Disney were like, dude, could you not do that in public? There we go. You've also finished the numbers row of your keyboard and the first row of letters. Taking a fucking break. Wowzers. You've really... It's a long grind doing that. Oh, you're saying you read he asked Natalie Portman to be in his movie, and she said, I've already been in Star Wars. Yeah, that's right. Dr. Abigail, when he was canoodling, one was his wife and one was a co-star. And Disney was like, can you please stop doing that in public? Rose, if one nation wins, deal with it, nothing changes. Anything is a good thing. Put people in the spot, take voting seriously in the future. That is a really good mindset, honestly. But it's kind of like when people talk about the trolley problem as if it's a deep, meaningful thing. It's like, fuck off. It's completely abstract and meaningless. And people's responses don't mean a goddamn fucking thing because it's not real. There you go. There's a little rant from me. I get a bit annoyed with people who take philosophical, moral conundrums seriously because it's like, fuck off. It's not real. Nobody's response means a fucking thing because it's not real. That's me being grumpy. So you reckon she'll be voted against? Not going to be overwhelming. Look, One Nation may well pick up seats in the Victorian election. They may well get nothing. Labor may well lose their majority. They might not. As I've said repeatedly, I've got no fucking idea what's going to happen in the Victorian state election. It's too weird. Historically, Labor gets smashed, but the Victorian Liberals fucking suck. Like, they're fucking useless, and no one even knows who they are. Hey, Noog, by the way. And I think the One Nation stuff is way overhyped, but also, what the fuck do I know, honestly? Dr. It's like when you become a vegan or vegetarian, a bunch of desert islands to get stuck on. Yeah, it's people just say dumb, meaningless shit, and it's like, but what if? But what if? And it's like, ugh. It's like, yes, you know what? If you really want me to, I'll answer that question, but you need to understand the answer is pointless and meaningless because it isn't real. Maybe I said what I thought made me look like a better person. Maybe I gave an answer that was a joke, but it doesn't mean shit. I mean, honest. Okay. Disclaimer: some people probably out themselves with their answers to hypothetical questions because they're sick little monkeys and they don't hesitate to say something really fucked when you give them a hypothetical because they're just fucking awful people. But I'm talking about me. Yes, Ray, you're absolutely right. The media is probably going to work really hard to try and get One Nation candidates into interviews because they're all fucking morons. They are all absolute fucking idiots. And they will definitely say shit to make people go, whoa, okay, not voting for them. Like, the person leading One Nation in Victoria is an extreme fringe conspiracy nut job. Is it night time? It is night time. All right, I got to put a little bit of this liqueur in. I'd like to flavor Mrs. Angry's orange peel for her hot chocolate in the morning. Just a little bit to make a new one. I did put the lids on everything. Great. I will clean up in the morning. We are all good. Oh, I'm so gassy. I've been really circumspect and haven't done it on the stream, but holy shit, I've been ripping farts today. I tell you what. Yeah, you're right, Rays. Hanson, if she'd leaned into the anti-vax stuff, all the weirdos would have voted, but she can't stop being racist because she's super fucking racist. Weirdest thing in the world is when Pauline Hanson tries to go like, it's your whole selling point. There we go. With Libs being so shy, Labor being equally shy, I think the Greens might win back a couple of seats in the inner city area. I think you're right, Abigail. I think they do have a good chance. But as to who forms government, I mean, who fucking knows, honestly. All right. Have that little bit of cure. Eat my cherries. God damn, I like this year. The Teals might make a comeback too. Like 2 elections ago, they did really well. The last election less well. Maybe they'll come back this one. Who knows? Conservatives who want a not crazy conservative to vote for. Oh. Man, I love these cherries. They're the fucking best. Anyway, Nighty Nights. It's Laserdisc night tomorrow. Oh God, no! I love Count Binface. He showed there's only 10,000 good people in Clacton. The rest fucking suck. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. You'll have a good night. And if you're around tomorrow, Laserdiscs tomorrow. But I will say bye for now.